everyone, Edie here. I'm on my way to go train a brand new instructor. Yay! He's going to start up a school in Boulder, and we are going to get him trained. I said, are you ready to work very hard? And he said yes. So we're doing 6 hours today, hopefully 8 hours tomorrow, hopefully 8 hours on Monday. So it's going to be awesome. My knee is doing great. Both knees, in fact. With all the stuff that I've been showing you online, especially the amniotic stem cell that I got from Dr. Dean Jones at denverspineandposture.com. Oh my God, my knees feel 90% now. It's unbelievable. They do get a little bit sore. There's a difference between hurt and pain and sore pain. You know what I mean? So right now it's just a little bit sore, but I'm good. You know, once I get it moving, I think I'll be good. I'll let you know how it went at the end of the day today, but I'm ready to teach. Okay, let's go on to the subject. There was an interesting email that I got regarding, Dear Edie, if I dance, my partner and I are dancing with same genders to learn the other person's part. Apparently they're both instructors and they want to dance and learn the other person's role. For example, she's leading girls and he's following guys in the clubs. The interesting dilemma is that they are noticing that people are not wanting to dance with them that much anymore, and they're not being sought out like they used to be asked to dance. And the reason for that, ladies and gentlemen, is because when you are out dancing, whether it's salsa or West Coast swing or tango or whatever, you are living a fantasy, okay? And the fantasy is, even if you're married and you love your husband or your wife and you would never ever even think of cheating on them, you know, what you're doing when you're dancing with other people is you're having a little tiny bit of a fantasy thing with your brain, okay? And you're saying, please help me live this 3-minute fantasy with you, and then with the next guy, and then with the next girl, and then with the next. So you're having like a little tease, semi-flirtatious adventure for 3 minutes with 30 people in the room, right? And it's fun, and it's sexy, and it's sensual, and all that. Well, when you are of fertilization age, for example, between the ages of maybe, I don't know, 15 and, not even 15, I wouldn't even go that far. I would say 18, 17 and 50, all right? Because a woman can still have a baby after 50 or at 50, you know. Most of them decide not to. But anyway, when you're at that fertilization age to where you can still have children, there's something inside of you that still wants to procreate, okay? Now, a lot of you are probably thinking, Edie, you're so full of shit right now, but just hear me out for a second. There's something in your body that says, take me, I want you, all right? Now, that only happens with the opposite sex. Now, for you gay people who are listening, or lesbian people who are listening, some of my best friends are gay, okay? I'm not against that at all, okay? I forgot the word already. But the way to procreate is to have sex with another person of the opposite sex, okay? Let's just make that completely clear. When you are living your fantasy on the dance floor, this raw tribal thing comes out for a brief second here and there that allows you to create a fantasy of wanting or needing or desiring your partner, even if it's just for a brief moment, you know what I mean? And it happens to everybody, you know? And when you're with the opposite sex, there's that slight thing in the back of your mind. It might not even be conscious. A lot of the time it is at a subconscious level, all right? To where, yes, I could possibly procreate with this person. Now, if you are dancing with the same sex at a nightclub, When people see that, the back of their mind turns off to that procreation. You understand? And they think, well, he's not available or she's not available, so I'm going to seek somebody else out that can help me fill that raw, tribal, caveman desire that I have inherently deep inside my soul. Do you understand? So if you're a girl and you're out leading other girls on the dance floor, it will actually piss off certain men. And I want you to hear me out on this, because they will, now let me know if this actually happens to you, they will grab you and start dancing with you while you're trying to lead this other girl. They'll actually steal you, okay? And they'll force you to become the woman, the follower, the respecter of his lead, etc. And this has happened more than like 5 or 6 times to me and other people. It's hysterical. The guys don't like to see another girl leading another girl. Even though you might think, oh, that's two feminine energies coming together, it's really not, because she is having to become the guy in the guy's role in order to lead the girl. Unless they're doing something very sexually fantasy-like together and the leader is actually extremely feminine. Let me tell you a story. When I was in Brussels, I was dancing, I think it was Shawnee Telmore or somebody. Anyway, nobody was asking anybody to dance, and so I decided to be the first one, right? And I get out there and I pull out Shawnee and we start dancing, and I'm leading her, right? And I'm being super feminine and she's being super feminine. Well, what happened was she wasn't respecting my lead, and I'm going, what the fuck? I was giving her a single turn, she turned it into a triple, right? I went to turn her right, she turned left. And what was happening was, because I was being feminine, her masculine energy started to rebel against me because I was in the lead role. So gentlemen, this is a fascinating study of human behavior, because if you don't man up out there while you're leading the girl, okay, she will suddenly become masculine and take over the lead and not follow you that well. So I realized what was happening. I could not be feminine leading another feminine girl, because I was styling and doing all the feminine stuff while I was leading her. So I said, screw this, Shawnee, you're not leading me. I didn't say it, I thought it. And so I manned up. I put on my alpha male, and I went out there and I started to really be strong with her. And I don't know whether you've ever seen me lead or not, but I can, if I put it on, I can actually look almost better than a guy, okay? I teach men styling, and sometimes even the guys are going, whoa, I want to look like you know? I'm not bragging, it's the freaking truth. Anyway, so when I manned up and I became this super powerful guy inside of me, right? She started to follow. In fact, her eyes lit up and she said, damn, Edie, you know? And then at the end, I don't know if it was Shawnee or not. I think it might have been another gal in Holland. Anyway, she goes, Edie, you're turning me on, you know? And I thought, oh, great, you know? So anyway, the song was over and nobody else was still dancing and everybody was clapping, and I'm thinking, oh, God. And people were asking, who is that person? That's Edie the Salsa Freak. Oh, my God. And guess what? No other guy asked me to dance. So I actually had to leave the club for like an hour. I went to go have dinner, and then I came back. And when the people that did not see that, they asked me to dance. The guys did, and I actually had a good time. But I knew that destroyed any chance of any guy asking me to dance for the rest of the night, because I just ruined his fantasy of dancing with another woman, because really deep inside she's a man. Do you get this? Okay? It's really important that you understand, gentlemen, especially from a leader standpoint as well, that it's really important. I don't care if you're gay or not. If you're the leader, you have to man up. I'm training these two guys right now who are gay, and it's wonderful training them because they want to switch roles a lot. And when they do switch roles, I say, okay, switch. Immediately, the one guy becomes very feminine and the other guy becomes extremely masculine. And I say, okay, switch. And then the opposite happens. It's an incredible visual. I can't believe it. And so anyway, that is why you're having problems getting people to ask you to dance right now, because you're fucking with their fantasy. All right? Don't fuck with my fantasy. you know? Let me live this, even though I will never admit it, even though I will never say it. Subconsciously, I'm thinking it. And I want to suppress that subconscious. That's why salsa is such a healer, is because it actually releases that deep down desire that you have for not sex, but just for affection and attraction and the longing of another person. Because sometimes when you have sex, it's not as good as before when you didn't ever have the sex, right? It's almost like the sex ruined everything, right? That's like when I tell partners, you know, you can desire and want somebody and desire and want them, and then it's such a lovely, beautiful thing, and then all of a sudden you have sex and it's like, I liked it better before, you know? So anyway, I hope that really answered your question, and you know, if you do decide that you want to go dancing one night and you're a girl and you want to lead other girls, you could take them to the back room and practice some moves, you know. But I would recommend doing that, and if you're a guy and you want to follow other guys, doing that and not expecting to be asked to dance that much the rest of the night. And then the next night go to a different club, and you'll be shocked and amazed at how often you get asked to dance when you do not do that gender flip thing. Okay? So anyway, this is Edie the Salsa Freak. I hope that helped you guys, and I hope it told the leaders that you really need to man up in order for her to respect you and your lead. If you do not man up, she will take over the lead and put your pants on and won't give them back to you until she feels that you deserve them. Okay, this is Edie the Salsa Freak signing out for today. Have a good day. Bye.